What's up, everybody? I'm back with another Formuler video. This one here is going to be about the Formuler CC, the tuner version of the Formuler device. First, I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing, and then I'll install it, and then I'll use it, and finally I'll give my opinion on what I think after using it. So if this is what you want to see, then go ahead and continue. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so taking this, opening the box rather, it's a bigger box because it's a bigger device. It's much bigger than the others. All right, so looking at it, you get your USB 3 here. You have an IR there. You have the ATSC right there. You have the HDMI. You have USB, the LAN, and your power. So this is the box. Comparing it to the other, but I do have a Pro. So compared to a Pro, there you go. There you go. And you know, a Pro and an 8 is exactly the same. All right, so that's the comparison between the two boxes together. So you see how much bigger this one is, and there it is over there, plugged up. That's what it looks like. Has a little light on the side right here, and yeah, this is what it looks like hand-wise. And there you go. So inside the box, probably the usual. You get this remote. No, that one. Yeah, this, and this. Y'all know what this regular stuff is. And you got the big batteries because you have. All right, so let me go ahead and get it installed, and then we'll come back after I plug it up. And I think I gotta go get one of these little tuner things, but when I come back, I'll have one of those already plugged in, and we'll go from there. All right. All right, so I'm back. Just got back from the local hardware store, and I got this, and you can see it's dusty on the top. So this should do it. It is a TV tuner, or antenna rather, and we'll plug it in. It was relatively inexpensive, $16. So this is what we were after. And all right, so got the box plugged in already. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in, put this in a window, and then I'll turn it on. All right. back up. Everything looks generally normal. So we gotta back up and restore. That's the model. This is the same version. So it's basically, in my opinion, it's like a Z8. It just has the ATSC antenna connection. So everything here looks all the same. Even have a network storage, which is great. And looking at it up close, it looks exactly the same like a Z8 or a Z8 Pro. Is the skeleton or the framework basically the same. Looking at the memory, looking at the RAM, and the CPU, it's all the same. The storage is all basically the same. When I open something and I move around, it all performs and works the same. It jumps up and then it's gonna go back down. So in that case, I mean, for depending on who you are, what you're using it for, or where you live, I should say, this might be a good little box, because it gives you the ability to get more of your regions, local channels where you live. So especially depending on the service that you have and blah 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 blah, but I like it. So hey, right here I'm using the antenna service, and some of the channels are working. The EPG doesn't really come up until I go into the station, and once I get a signal from the station for the first time, then it will pull the EPG information. But the channels are seeming to stick a little bit. I will account it to being that this antenna is not so expensive. It's pretty cheap. So the channels are like freezing, it's pixelating and so on. And so I decided to go ahead and try it on the television and let the television tuner pull, and I'm getting the same scramble. I am switching it and I'm seeing the same results. It's not doing much better, so I went ahead and got another one. All right, so update, I went and got another one, perhaps more powerful. We'll see. So let's hook it up and see what it does. All right, so this new antenna thingy that I got, it came with a booster and it has some sort of power boost. So it worked better on the TV, and let's see what it does on the box and the device. If I can find the remote. Much better than it was with the cheaper version. So this one here cost me $39 plus whatever, and the other one was $14 plus whatever. So here's the difference of that. I think it's worth the money to get a better signal, having that little boost. And I compared this one to the antenna or the clothes hanger version. Same price. They had a $40 clothes hanger antenna that I can put in the attic, or the one that you can have outside, mounted on the side of the house. And price range, they were both $39. I figured this would be easier. Stick it in the windshield or whatever. And if they both actually, the clothes hanger version, if you don't understand what I'm saying by clothes hanger version, I'm talking about the picture, the description picture that's on the box, you know, the old school antenna. That one got 70 miles or maybe 75 miles, and this one here gets, I believe, 60 or 65 miles. 65 miles, so it was like a 5-mile difference. I was like, oh, whatever. It's moving a whole lot smoother than earlier. So I'm presuming for the folks, and then look, I'm having EPG information, but this has kind of been online for however long since I started. But it's flowing fluently. I mean, there's still a whole lot of no information, but comparing, oh man. So look at there. The last time I didn't even get that didn't move at all. And look at what it's saying the signal is. The signal is a 17. So think if that signal was higher. Perhaps if I move to a different part of the house and face this a different way, I will get a better percentage on the signal. So that's something good to keep in mind also, I guess. But we're still gonna run it. Getting 36 channels found. With that other antenna, I got 53, but they showed horrible.
All right, so here's a run through of the newer antenna. This one here cost me $39. It's performing a whole lot better because it has a power boost. So I would take it. The antennas that are just regular antennas compared to the antennas that have some sort of power source will perform a whole lot better. And perhaps that big antenna, I saw the one that could go in my attic, or that can go in the house, or that can go outside in the yard. I'm pretty sure if you get one of those antennas and it also runs off of power, it's going to perform a whole lot better. So the channels, they're not freezing, they're not sticking anymore. They're playing fluently. I only got 36 from where I was using it. So that's that.
All right, so check it. I've been playing with it and integrating or meshing the ATSC channels with the IPTV channels, and if you put them in favorites, they're there. I mean, and the EPG, it works the same way. It's bomb. And you can do the scheduling and the recording and all of that there. It's the same. Bomb. I like it. All right, so I just wanted to point out that this box is beyond fresher, because the ATC, SC or ATSC, whatever, it's a group. So you don't once you have it set up and you have your channels or whatever, you can go through here, but you still can go back over to group and locate all your other favorite channels and whatever. And if you favorite them, you will be able to mix the two. So for an example, I'm gonna favorite this channel, and then let me go and favorite. All right. So I have two different favorite channels, and boom. Oh man, this is so fresh. Because now I got my favorite, this one, and then I could just go to the next one. And now you have a mix of your over the air, and you have your IPTV channels all together. Super fresh. I wouldn't say anything much is different between this and this, other than that. So perhaps all this section right here, all this section right here is for this. That's what I'll mock it up to be. All right, so we got a good insight of the two boxes, and particularly this box. It says land. You know, let me do a little quick. Let me do a quick little test. Oh, this is slow. But whatever. All right, so in summary, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I like this device. I like the possibilities of it, and I use that word, I use that term a lot. I know. But the fact that it has the tuner capability, it has this right here, right? This is so important to me, and I really wish that I could have gotten this before the other ones because of this right here. And I would have been experimenting and doing all kind of crazy things with it just to see what it can do. But to me, this box here, it's a Z8, it's a Pro, it's the same format, it's the same platform per se. I like it. And as you see, I started off with that cheap antenna, or the $14 one, moved up to the $40 one. I can only imagine if I spend a lot more money and get a better one, like on the box or on the website, it shows having that huge antenna, the one outside and so on. Perhaps if I can turn it to a different direction, maybe this one here that I got right here, if I use it on a different side of the house, it will pull up more channels and so on. But I like it just because it's what I already have, plus this bonus right here. So for folks that's looking, I mean, if you live in the middle of nowhere, why not? I mean, you can plug your antenna to it and boom. For the folks who know that IPTV service, it is dependent on a lot of different constraints, and if it goes out, you have nothing but Netflix to resort to, and boom, it would be so convenient to right there's your regular television. But it's not to say that you just can't get one of these antennas and plug it to your TV already. You don't need this box to do that, but to have it all in one place per se, that is what makes it so much convenient. Because yeah, everybody TV has the tuner capability and just plug this little thing into it and then boom, there you go. But up until seeing this device, I wasn't interested in trying to do that. Didn't cross my mind. So until now, so it's just another way to spend some money, perhaps. But like I said, this here, I like it just because it is what we already have plus more. I don't really know what else to add to that other than to say like, hey, it works, and it seems like if you get a bigger antenna, it would probably work even better. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Peace.